Oh, hello. Well, there's no one in here yet, but I'm here. It's just me today. Oh, man. What is going on? People of Facebook. Haha. Haha. Some people are coming in. Some people are coming in. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. All right. So basically, what we got going on here is it's just me tonight. Liz is having a meeting with her new job and everything like that. So, and I'm here. Hey, Kisa, what's going on? So, I had some stuff planned, but then I ended up working a little bit later. So, I'm just going to read obituaries, funny obituaries and stuff like that. That's pretty much all I'm going to do. So, we'll wait for a couple more people to get in here, and we'll go from there. But, not much. Oh yeah. No, just doing this, Kisa. That's it. How are you? How have you been? So I have a coffee stout, and it's you can see my reflection in it. That's what the screen looks like. What we look at is it's warped around a beer. No, I'm just kidding. I have a coffee stout, the most coffee stout of coffee stouts. I opened it right now, and it smells like my whole room smells like coffee right now. It's amazing. Hi, Stephanie. What's going on? How are you? But yeah. I was going to do stuff on the Franklin cover-up, but I didn't have enough notes on it. And the wiki page is literally just a, just pretty much just a small little thing on it. So basically what the Franklin cover-up is it has to do with the satanic government. Not that are not Satanists or whatever, but it's at the time there was a lot of in the 80s there was a Franklin, what was it, a credit union, and it was they were basically laundering money and everything through it, and there was a lot of pedophilia rings going through there too. So, and it links right into the government and all this other stuff. And it was a big scandal, big thing that happened. It's actually kind of surprising. No one, they really don't talk about it anymore either. But I was going to get into that. And it really didn't have enough notes in there. So I got to get all that together. But pretty much just going to hang out and read obituaries. All right, people are here real fast. So, oh, nice. Nice, Stephanie. Thank you for dropping by. That's awesome. We have a lot of other show content artists and everything on here. Mikey right here, he's one of them from Out of the Ordinary. So, and what's up, Travis? What's going on? How are you? Then where's that? She's at a meeting. They have a work meeting tonight, and she's there, and I think Liz will be on later tonight. Probably after Mr. Ghoul. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the show, guys. No, I'm just kidding. Oh man. All right, let's get into some funny obituaries here. Actually, I have to save this one to show you guys. It's insanely funny. I'll bring it up here real fast. Let me see here. I'll read it and show you. So, first obituary we're going to read right now. Funny obituary. Saturday, February the 8th. Molson stock price fell sharply on the news of Bill Eves' passing. Senior executive at Molson called an emergency meeting to brace for the impact of the anticipated drop in sales. As a highly regarded principal for 33 years with a separate school board, he created many fond memories for staff, students, and families. After his retirement, he pursued some of his many hobbies, including cooking, carpentry, gardening, and sending daily jokes. joke emails to family and friends. Perhaps most important, Bill was educating people on the dangers of holding in your farts. Sadly, he was unable to attain his lifelong goal of catching his beloved wife Judy cutting the cheese or playing the bum trumpet, which he likened to a mythical rarity like spotting Bigfoot or a unicorn. He also mastered the art of swearing while being, I can't read that, spattered by grease cooking his famous wings. In fact, he wove a tapestry of obscenities that still hangs over the greater Kingston area. Before passing, Bill forged a 76-year trail of laughter, generosity, compassion, and wisdom. He will be greatly missed by his wife of 50 years, Judy, his children, Rob, Helen. What? His children, Rob, Helen, Tim, Mary Jo. Okay. Mary Jo and Angela. Okay. There we go. I thought they were implying that his kids had a sex change. But look at his face. This guy's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, man. Where did I leave off at here? Mikey's laughing. Hi, Raven. What's going on? How are you? Hey, what's up, Calvin? And then Mr. Grumpy Gus. That's the only way. He looks like Mr. Grumpy Gus. Very much so. So, Nadine, hello. Kisa says, hi, Calvin. And then Mikey says, what the fuck? That dude looks like King Hippo from Punch-Out. He does. He absolutely does. I think can he get him for copyright? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's older. So, where's this? Ontario? Oh, is that? And it's got to be Ontario. Change city. Never mind. Huh. Never mind. I was just reading something else. Where are we at here? Yep. Okay. All right. We're caught up on that. Next one. That was 15 of 15. Here's 14 of 15. Chan had a full life. Chan Holcomby, 72, a Fort Smith, died Thursday, October 13th, 2011. He was born July 14th, 1939, in a log cabin in Bates, to the late Ralph and Inez Home. I cannot pronounce their last name. Holcombe, or something like that. Anyway, was and was circumcised with his dad's pocket knife. He loved to fish and caught a lot of crappie. Wow, I should have proofread this before. He was an Air Force veteran, a member of the Disabled American Veterans, and an entrepreneur. Funeral services will be blah, 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 blah. There we go. But yeah, he was circumcised with his dad's pocket knife. That's pretty fucking brutal, man. Put some ice on it. It'll be fine. Yeah. Right. All right. So, admittedly, the first few weeks of Chan's life was rough, but the circumstances of his birth seemed to indicate that Chan was destined for greatness. Born in a log cabin from Chan's earliest age, he was well on his way to becoming the next Abraham Lincoln. But then his dad stepped in and circumcised him with his pocket knife. And, well, that put an end to his unrealized dream of walking in the footsteps of the American 16th president. Although, to be fair, there's always that chance that Abraham Lincoln had the same thing happen to him, but he would really rather not go there. Strange as it must seem, to have been circumcised by your dad's pocket knife, Chan made a point of having that fact mentioned in his obituary. I guess it's like a rite of passage. He sacrificed me with a pocket knife and left a 12-inch stump. He wore a seemingly embarrassing detail as a badge of honor. We would all do well to take a leaf out of Chan's book. All right. Next one. Let's get some comments real fast. This is, what did I get? What is it? Morning Mocha coffee stout. And it smells like they completely infused caffeine, everything into it. Oh, there's Tyler West. Always come in at the weirdest times, circumcised pocket knives. What's going on, Tyler? Yeah. I always read some weird stuff for you guys. Well, on the next one. Let's see how weird this one gets. Stella was never one to beat around the bush. You guys can imagine where we're going to go with this one. She beat around the bush. Dorothy A. Stella Scarborough was called home to our Lord on Friday, April 24th, 2015. Born July 14th, 1930, to Joseph and Ann Foley, Stella, to all who knew her, was a unique and caring individual who touched the lives of all who knew her. That's a run-on sentence right there. She is survived by her children, Charles J. and his wife, Lisa, James, and his wife, Joyce, Michael and his wife, Carol, Bridget, Joseph, and his wife, Cheryl, and shitload of grandchildren and one big great-grandson. It actually says shitload in her obituary. I'll bring it up real fast. This is fucking hilarious. Here we go. There you go. Right here at the bottom. A shitload of grandchildren. Oh, man. So we didn't know Stella was personally, but after reading this obituary, we feel a connection with her. Her loved ones describe her as a unique and caring individual who touched the lives of all who knew her. What a sweet way to summarize such a nice day. And she had 4 children and a shitload of grandchildren. Oh dear, Stella, you scamp. Using cuss words in the afterlife. On a side note, how do you get Stella out of Dorothy? We're not criticizing or anything. Both of those names are very pretty. We just having a little trouble seeing where she could have gotten her nickname. According to the obituary, Dorothy's middle name began with an A. And since her mother's name was Anne, we're assuming that Dorothy's middle name, so what gives? Where does Stella come from? Maybe she was just a really big fan of A Streetcar Named Desire. God, I've actually never seen that movie. All right. It's kind of quiet. It's kind of quiet without Liz. This is as easy. Coffee stout. Yeah, coffee stouts are pretty amazing. With a name like Stella, it must be a huge bush. I would imagine so, being that she is, she was probably in her 80s, late 70s. Yeah. They didn't shave back then. Not much. Not by much. All right. On to the next one. Shout out to Daniel Craig. John E. Jack Jones of Glenside died Saturday, November 3rd, 2012. He was 64. He was the son of Bernadette and Frederick of Pittsburgh, New York. New York brother of Dorothy Griffin, David Jones, and Deborah Steyer. He also was survived by his niece, Christina Hayslip, and his cousin, Nancy Davidson. Jack enjoyed cars. I was about to say scars. And IndyCar racing, and was great movie trivia buff. He was a veteran of the U.S. Navy, serving from 1969 to 1973. Funeral services and interment will be held privately in lieu of flowers in his honor. Go see the new James Bond movie. That's what he wanted. He wanted people to go see the new James Bond movie. That is fucking hilarious. So long and thanks for all the fish. Henry Wheeler, bless his heart, had he eaten the fish a little more often at the Legal Seafoods restaurant in his town, he might have lived longer. Fish is a superfood, you know. Who knows how much longer he might have gone on. It's highly probable that he would have achieved immortality, but who wants to eat fish? Blech. Why does it always have to be like this? It happens every single time. Mere seconds before a beloved family member can reveal where they've hid the family fortune, they pass away, taking the secret, the location, the stored wealth with him to the grave. We don't want to criticize those who have passed from this life to the next, but we should all learn from other mistakes. So go ahead, tell us right now before you die where your fortune is. We promise we won't tell anyone. What was his obituary? Henry, a loving husband after father of three, passed away on September 7th at the age of 92, just seconds before he was able to tell his daughter where he had hidden the family fortune. I'm pretty sure he was just fucking with his daughter. He probably knew the second he was going to die, and he's like, oh, the fortune is hidden, and he just dies. Oh, man. Kisa says hi, Tyler, and Tyler says hi, Kisa. And I want to drink that chelada I have, but I don't want my blood sugar to go up. Oh, yeah, you don't want that. Kisa's husband has 10 and counting. I was referring to the silver maple in her yard. I'm sure you were, Tyler. I was just talking about the weeping willow, not between her in the yard, in that yard. All right, on to the next one. Looking at you, Ninfa and Peter. Her name is Ninfa. Ninfa what? Antello and Yellow. And Yayo. Jose, Josie, 94, Tampa passed away. This is written so weird. Passed February 11, 2012, peacefully at her home. She was a loving, faithful wife of 68 years to Vic Anello. I'm just going to say Anello. Who preceded her in death. She was survived by her son, AJ, who loved and cared for her daughter, Ninfa, who betrayed her trust, and son, Peter, who broke her heart. Oh my God, she was pissed if she put this in obituary. She had them put this in her obituary. I have to read this again. She was survived by her son AJ, who loved and cared for her daughter Ninfa, who betrayed her trust, and son Peter, who broke her heart. I have to show you guys this. It really says this too. This is amazing. Oh, it's a little blurry, but it's here. Right there at the bottom. She is survived by her son, AJ, who loved and cared for her daughter, Ninfa, who betrayed her trust, and son, Peter, who broke her heart. Oh, they're very much Italian. They're very much Italian. That makes me laugh. All right. On to the next. So people aren't named Josie anymore. Why is that? Josie is such a cute name, and the sweet mother and grandmother in this obituary is such a great namesake. It's all messed up with it. Has such a great namesake. Anyway, she looks like she was a real nice lady. Any kid would be lucky to be named after this woman. We miss her, and we didn't even know her. Again, we didn't know Josie. We weren't close friends, nor relatives, nor even acquaintances. We can't give you any intimate details about her personality, but we can glean a little bit of information about her. Based on her obituary, first of all, she was a loving and faithful wife. Second of all, she did not mince words when it came to her kids. And she was a big believer in playing favorites. AJ was the only one of her 3 children to receive her blessing. What the heck did Nympha do? Nympha, that is such a weird name. And Peter do to their mother to earn her scorn? We leave that to your imagination. This is so good. He had a good life. William Ziegler. That is a weird name. All these are weird names. William Ziegler. Okay, escaped this mortal realm on Friday, July 29, 2016 at the age of 69. We think he did it on purpose to avoid having to make a decision in the pending presidential election. He leaves, mind you, this is 2016, so he leaves behind 4 children, 5 grandchildren, and a potted meat industry for which he was an unofficial spokesman until dietary restrictions forced him to eat real food. William volunteered for services in the United States Navy at the ripe old age of 17. He immediately realized he didn't much enjoy being bossed around. He only stuck it out for one war before his discharge. However, the government exchanged numerous ribbons and medals for various honorable acts. Upon his return to the city of New Orleans in 1971, thinking it best to keep an eye on him, government officials hired William as a fireman. So, Mr. Ziegler escaped this mortal realm just so he could avoid having to vote in 2016 presidential election. We didn't know that this was an option. That seems like a solid alternative to either one of the current presidential candidates. Well, we'll have to look into Death's record, of course, but we consider voting for him. Oh, you wish we were joking on this one. William Ziegler was a brave man, not because he was a firefighter. No, wait, yes. Of course he was a brave man because he was a firefighter, but mostly he was a brave man because he took it upon himself to eat potted meat. And not only to eat potted meat, but to actually enjoy it. I enjoy potted meat. I actually really like potted meat a lot. That's an act of courage, if ever we heard of one. Rest well, William, you heroic man. We will be eating Spam sandwiches and Vienna sausages for dinner tonight, and we'll be thinking of you all the while. I really enjoy Spam and potted meats. It's like the oaky thing inside of me. I don't know. It's weird. So, all right. The Bud Light Chelada Yagos are delicious. Very fucking spicy. And did you just say yayo? Yayo. He's just laughing. Nympha. Whoa. Like a name from the Bollywood version of Lion King. I can't do it. Oh, God, dude. All the Bollywood stuff. It's just... Wow. Simbo. Mikey says potted meat. Yes. Oh, come on, Kisa. You don't like potted meat? Oh, I freaking love it. Like liverwurst and stuff like that. Oh, I can eat liverwurst and crackers and everything. Should have just ate the potted meat instead of worrying about the election. I don't want to vote. I'm just gonna blur my brains out. Oh yes, Mikey. Oh, we have that right now. The devil potted meat. Yes, Liz absolutely loves that. It's really good. I don't know. It's we are so weird with food. Like we cook so much, show people what we do when we cook and all this other stuff. But when it comes to like actually eating, like we like the most basic of stuff. Like what is it? I can't. Corned beef hash is that's what I was thinking. The canned corned beef hash is absolutely amazing. We're just gonna. This is fat guy hour. We're just gonna sit here and talk about food for because I'm fat. All right. Ooh, a couple more comments here. Well, when you grow up poor in the day, back in the day, that's all you had: potted meat and Spam and or Vienna sausage. Yeah. And now they're starting to come out like fancy Vienna sausage where like it's barbecue. Like, I don't it's really, it looks gross, but it's really freaking good. I'll eat the crackers and bread. Oh, you don't want the liverwurst? Liverwurst is amazing. I'll eat that shit all day long. Not chicken livers though. I cannot stand chicken livers. Pork liver and beef liver is okay. I don't like the smell of it when it's cooking. It's gross. Like the smell of organ meats when they cook. Oh my god, I can't do it. Dude, we have spam chorizo. Yes, we have spam chorizo here too. It's pretty good. So all right, let's run a commercial fast, and then we'll get back into the funny obituaries. Where is the new one? This is the proper ad. Here we go. I think it is. So here we go.
This is Mikey from Out of the Ordinary, and you're watching PBDC TV.
Oh, hi! First thing in the morning, when I'm listening to music and getting a little bit of time for some creepy research, I'm always representing with my PBDC merch. What a better way to have a cup of coffee in the morning.
Don't forget to check out our other cool merch at rootsbleedred.com. That's rootsbleedred.com.
This is Professor Edgar Fluffosaurus from Spooky Tales with Steve the Cat, and when I'm not hosting Monster Chat or knocking down small Japanese cities, I'm watching PBDC TV. Now back to the show.
Hey, we're back. And you guys stuck around. All right. Let's get some comments real fast here, and then She'll eat turkey bologna. No, bologna, I know. That's it. I always like saying bologna. No, so that's not Mikey, you simpletons. Bologna. Oh, turkey bologna? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I could get into turkey bologna. There's so many things being made with like out of turkey now. I would actually do like turkey bacon a lot. Like a lot. The uncured turkey bacon's really good, but yeah. Okay, just about that today. Odd Mother's chicken feet. Meh. It's the bomb. Don't forget her coffee. So, all right, let's get back into this. So, where were we at? We just did Ziegler. Rest in peace, Mo. Wow, he does look. Mr. Mo, last name Lester, and loving memory of my husband who slipped away from us August 11, 2008. So, beloved husband Mo Lester was best known for his ability to have a name that doubled as a unfortunate pun. Sure, that's not really a talent per se, but let's see you have a name that suggests that you might be a handsy criminal. See, it's not as easy as it sounds. We're sure that Mo was a real stand-up guy. His wife has nothing but good things to say about him in his short but sweet obituary. He has a very kind, non-criminal face. I'm going to show you guys a picture in a second. We're sure that Mo had plenty of life lessons to share. Sadly, we'll never know what sort of wisdom Mo had to impart. But there's one thing that we can learn from him, and that's this. Always remember your last name when naming your children. If you don't, you might force them to live out their days with a name that is inadvertently inappropriate. Oh man, most of these I didn't even read through before even like getting this show ready. So I'm kind of like, this is my first time hearing this too. Here it is. Oh, yep. He does look like a molester. Oh, this is great. All right, on to the next one. He knew how to live. Oh, Ian. Kid was 16. Ian, age 16, passed away on June 8, 2012 in an accident. Ian loved hanging out with his friends, going airsofting, and playing with the family pets, Ralph and Tips. He attended both Albuquerque Academy and Sandia High School, excelling and loved by all. He was a connoisseur of root beer and bacon, searching far and wide for varieties he had yet to try. He loved backpacking and hiking with his friends, and he would do anything for family and friends and loved messing with them in the meantime. He was preceded in death by his mother, Paula, in February 2005. Ian is survived by his father, Shane, sister, Megan, great-grandmother, Margaret, grandparents, Daniel and Camille. Wow. That's kind of a sad one, actually. It's always hard to see an obituary for a young person. Death is something meant for the elderly, for men and women who have experienced all that life has to offer and are ready for the next great adventure. No one ever expects to see anyone who is still in their youth pass away. It's a shock to everyone and carries with it a sense of sadness that surpasses the death of anyone who has lived to a ripe old age. It's with a heavy heart that we share the obituary for this young man taken before his time. Instead of offering a moment of silence, let's all come together and celebrate the fact that while this guy didn't live as long as he should have, he knew how to make the most of time he was given. May we all strive to become the bacon and root beer connoisseurs that this young fellow was. Joshua Michael tongue-in-cheek McMahon. All right, this is a long one. He loved music, beer, movies. So I'm just going to read the notes down here. He loved He loved music, beer, movies, vodka, television, and women, but not necessarily in that order. Oh, same here, Josh. Words can't express how sorry we are to that we have never got to meet this guy. Going by his kick-ass obituary, he was one cool son of a gun. Now I gotta go read his obituary. Joshua Michael, nope. Not a typo. It's really spelled that way. McMahon. Left this world April 18, 2012. He was loved, hated, praised, and cursed by relatives and friends alike. He ultimately passed as a result of being stubborn. He refusing to follow doctors or anyone else for that matter, orders, and raising hell for a little more than 3 decades. He lived life on his own terms. Josh was born on September 16th, 1978 to Linda Burgett Waller. Burgett. Josh was a beautiful, unique, kind, and loving spirit. Joshy endured. I can't read this. Around 10 mind-numbing years of public. Oh, he endured 10 mind-numbing years of public school. He worked as a pizza delivery boy and call center representative before shockingly becoming independently wealthy. He loved music, beer, movies, vodka, television, and women, but not necessarily in that order. He was also an awesome drummer / vocalist and was in several bands over the years. He lived in Ponca City. I don't even know where the hell that is. His entire life, except for the past year where he was forced to put up with his sister and brother-in-law out in the middle of nowhere. A little piece of terra firma, aptly called Hoskill. But he is survived by Rosie, his longtime canine. God damn, this thing is hard. I'll show you guys how hard this is to read real fast. Companion. His sister Melanie Waller Ochoa. A brother-in-law, DJ Ochoa. A best friend, Cliff. 3 nieces. Okay. Well, those are all the names. Remembrance services, blah, 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 blah. There you go. Yeah. So apparently he became independently wealthy out of nowhere. We tip our glasses to Jim. James William Jim Adams. He was born June 8th, 1955 in Garrison, North Dakota. The son of James William and Ruby Helen Clark Adams. He was sadly deprived of his final wishes, which was to be run over by a beer truck on the way to the liquor store to buy booze for a date. True to his personal style, he spent his final hours joking with medical personnel, cussing and begging for narcotics, and bargaining with God to look over his loving dog, Biscuit, and his family. In lieu of flowers, he asked that you make a sizable purchase of your favorite watering hole at your favorite watering hole, get rip-roaring drunk, and tell the stories he no longer can. So, thank goodness for this obituary. Obituary cleared this man's real name, James William Jim Adams. We were under the impression that Jim was short for Jimothy, but no, it was actually just a nickname for James. In truth of that makes a lot more sense. Anyway, the fact remains that Jim really knew how to dream big. He knew what he wanted out of life, and he knew how he wanted it all to come into an end. It's evident that Jim wasn't a real sentimental type of person. Jim scoffed at pleasant imaginations of passing away peacefully in beds, surrounded by teary-eyed friends and family. Nope, Jim was a go big or go home kind of guy. He wanted to die under the chassis of a beer truck while making a run to the liquor store to pick up booze for a date. How oddly specific is that? Well, to each his own, and that's what we say. All right, let's get some comments real fast. Sykes! What's going on, Sykes? What's going on? Hey, Dizzy. What's up, man? Got some news. We haven't completely come together yet. We have come together. But we will mention some stuff momentarily soon. And yeah, with Sykes and Dizzy and everything. Some cool stuff coming out here pretty soon. So, but let's see. I made some bomb buffalo wings yesterday, seasoned with salt, pepper, garlic, marinated in Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and drenched with Frank's Red Hot sauce. Yeah, I got some good hot sauce. Yep. Oh, I'm good, man. Good. Just doing the show real fast. Liz had a meeting tonight, so she's over with her job. So, and I'm doing this. So there's no Roots Bleed Red technically tonight. There's just Morbid Visions. Which I actually do plan on doing a little bit more stuff with like Morbid Visions and stuff like that. Like going I don't know how to say exactly what I'm going to be doing, but really getting into like the darker killings and stuff like that, and murders and stuff like that. And this was just a relaxed fit episode where we kind of put it together at the last moment because Liz had, like I said, she had a meeting, and then like I got off work a little bit later, so I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'll read obituaries. But yeah, yep. All right, so on to the next one. Rest in peace, polio legs. No joke. Rest in peace, polio legs. All right. Waffle House lost a loyal customer on April 30th, 2013. Antonia Tony, as she liked to be called, Lorix, died after a battle with multiple illnesses: lupus, rickets, scurvy, kidney disease, and feline leukemia. Oh my God. So basically what she was a cat lady who constantly went to Waffle House. She had previously conquered polio as a child, contributing to her unusually petite ankles and the nickname Polio Legs. She's a Rick and Morty character. Given to her by her ex-husband. Gene F. Lorix Jr. It should not be difficult to imagine that the multiple reasons for their divorce 35 plus years ago. 2 children resulted from their marriage: Hayden Hoffman and Gene Lorix. I guess the third. Due to multiple anonymous Mother's Day cards which arrived each May, the children suspect there were other siblings, but that has never been verified. She is survived by the 2 confirmed aforementioned children. Her favorite child, Gene the third, something I'm gonna cut it off. College and married. Graduated from college and married Kim Fuller, who dearly loved Tony. They gave Tony 3 grandchildren, and yeah, her name was Polio Legs. Given to her by her ex-husband. She looks like a Polio Legs. If you see this picture of her, she looks just like a Polio Legs. Hey Tony, what's going on? How are you? What's up, man? Oh, yeah, here is Polio Legs. This made me laugh. She looks like it. She looks like she would be a Polio Legs. All right, on to the next one. A man of few words. All right, so his obituary is all over the place here, so I'm going to read the notes. Okay. Oh, hey guys. Sorry if it seems like we're a little down today. It's just that, well, we opened up the newspaper this morning and we discovered some bad news. Doug died. Yeah, that's right. Douglas Legler. Legler? 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 Whatever. The man who did that thing that one time. What did the obituary say, you ask? Doug died. No, really. That's it. Doug died. It was surprisingly short announcement, but it got the job done. And it paid homage to Doug's short, sweet, and to the point nature. What can we say about a man like Doug? Well, not a heck of a lot. Considering we never actually knew the guy, And his obituary was laughably informative, but judging by his picture, it seems like Doug was pretty snazzy. Was a pretty snazzy dresser, and he had a smile and could light up a room and or the obituary page in the paper. Rest in peace, Mr. Ledgler. We hardly knew you. Doug died. Oh, why am I opening the tab? That's not what I'm doing here. There we go. There's that. Saving images to show you guys. And this is Doug died right here. That's all he had. He does look like a snazzy dresser. Oh, it's good to see you too, man. Yep. No mask. I got no mask on today. No hexes today. I just didn't have time. A lot of times before we come in, I usually have about an hour or two before we do a show, and we get everything together. And today, we're actually we're actually babysitting a baby bulldog. So we're getting things ready for her, all this other stuff. And then, like I said, like Liz had a meeting and she went off to that. And yeah, so here I am. No makeup, no nothing. All right, on to the next one. Same, to be honest. Nolan, Marianne. Nolan, Marianne, Alfred, faced with the prospect of voting for either Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton, another one. Marianne Nolan of Richmond chose instead to pass into the eternal love of God. On Sunday, May 15, 2016, at the age of 68, born in Danville, Virginia. Marianne was a graduate of Douglas Freeman High School, 1966, and the University of Virginia School of Nursing, 1970. A faithful child of God, Marianne devoted her life to sharing the love she received from Christ with all. So she chose to die instead, opposed to voting for Hillary or Trump, which you didn't have to die. You could have just not voted. It's a free country, I think. So this is the second person in the lineup who passed away just so they wouldn't be forced to choose between a Republican and a Democrat presidential candidate. This is the second person that we know of who preferred death over being forced to choose between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. If that doesn't speak to how dire the situation is for America right now, we don't know what does. In honor of Marianne, as well as the previous person who died to avoid voting, William Ziegler, we motion to skip this election cycle entirely. Instead, America should just not have a president for 4 years. It would be just like what students do when they've been in college for a few years. America should take a break from it all, backpack across Europe, and write a book. America needs some time to find herself. I forgot which comedian said that. Oh, that was from a comedian. Was it? I think it was Bill Burr. It could be Bill Burr. I could be wrong. All right, on to the last one. So, a burn from the grave. He respectfully requests 6 Cleveland Browns pallbearers so the Browns can let him down one last time. Oh, man. Them and the Lions and everything. Oh, and then my Broncos tonight. I think they're losing right now. To the Chiefs. We don't know anything about it. We don't know anything about this dearly departed person, since this is just an excerpt from an obituary. But if you look closely below the highlighted text, you can make out the name Scott. We don't know if that's this person's first or last name, but one thing we are certain: Scott was a highly caustic individual whose roasting capabilities surpass any that we have ever seen in our lifetimes. Scott can burn people even from beyond the grave, and we think this is beautiful. We are incredibly unathletic, so we'll never have the chance to become a player for the Cleveland Browns. As a result, we will never be able to fully appreciate what it must feel like to punt and pass and lay on the field, moaning in pain after being tackled by several 200-pound men. But right now, after having been burned by Scott, we bet that being a football player hurts pretty bad. So that is pretty much it. Where did I get? What was this website I got it from? The Things website. That's where I got this from. Yep. Well, this was published back in October 11th, 2016. That's where we got all the the presidential jokes. So, but that's pretty much it. I'm actually early. So, what do we got going on? Up next, Mr. Gould. I don't know what he's playing yet, but I do know he's playing something. After that, I think Liz might be going live. I don't know, or we might be back on again. I don't know. We have our Christmas ghost stories. You guys need to, if you want to turn those in. And I forgot what day we're doing it on, but we are going to be reading those ghost stories on a live feed. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. See, now we only have a couple minutes left. And yep, I know this is a quick one, but all right, guys. We'll see you next time. See you later.
We knew the world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that one way or another.